Welcome back to Gin Reviews from South Florida. Now, tonight we're going to go back to one of the greatest states in the United States, which is Illinois. Chicago, Illinois. We're going to be reviewing this beautifully intricately designed bottle of Koval Gin. GinJoe Koval Gin. We're coming in at 47%. We're made with organic grain. We know what that means. The botanicals: juniper, white pepper, angelica, cardamom, coriander, wildflowers, and lemon. I dig that whole right there. I like the white pepper too. White pepper is definitely has more of a bite than black pepper does. If one has never tasted white pepper, it'll actually make you sneeze and a lot of other things. It's very spicy, so that's cool. So here is the bottle itself. Like I said, it's very intricately designed. This was all done with a laser printer. There's a whole thing on the website. It's really cool. I love this bottle. Isn't it nice? I mean, just really cool looking, you know? And I do love a good punt, and it has a good punt. Now, this bottle has been opened, and the backstory to this was and is that I did a review originally in Tennessee, and I was just starting to do this. Ange, no! I was just starting to do my videos on YouTube, and I guess I just didn't realize that if I put a Beatles song in the background, it would not get played for content. So anywho, they took that down, and I was never able to publish that. So tonight we'll go with the you know, the well-known music of Gin Reviews from South Florida. So we're going to repop. There is just so much going on. Now, the great thing about right now for me is I have not tried this gin since Tennessee, so it's been about a year and change. So, okay, so I feel like I'm in an open field of flowers, like wildflowers. It's very floral, okay, and it's surprisingly warming as well. It's a warming floral note with juniper that is green as green can be. There's definitely, though, yeah, the floral notes, it continues, and it goes into like rose, lavender, and maybe even vanilla, I would say, in the background. One more thing to do. So Mmm. 47%. Oh, it's such a good burn. It's so delicious. Okay. Alright, so the palate, on the palate, it's very creamy and rich. The juniper is there, and it's resinous and floral, piney floral, and then you're getting the floral notes of the blossoms of the wildflower, lavender. I mean, there's definitely lavender in there. I guess that's one of the flowers. But it's creamy. There is a vanilla tinge. I definitely taste that, and the white pepper is so beautiful on the back end. The spice hits right where you want it to. This gin is definitely a gin that should be drunk neat, especially when you first pop. You definitely would like, you would love to, one would enjoy the botanicals from this gin because they really do shine. I mean, it's one of those gins that it's a great example of what can be done and how clean and beautiful really a product can be. And it's made here in Chicago, so you know. We are definitely doing a martini tonight with this Koval Gin. So, I have my stirring glass here. I have 2 almost and a half ounces of beautiful Koval. There's a bar spoon and a half of olive brine in here. Here's some vermouth. Just a 1/4 of an ounce. Oh, I cannot forget the Regans now, can I? I mean, I always do, but try not to tonight. So, Koval comes from a word meaning blacksmith. Koval Distillery has been making spirits since 2008, perhaps best known for their whiskeys, but their dry gin is organic and it's grass to glass. I love that. And certified kosher too. So if that means something to you, there you are. Embracing woodland spices, conceptually, it may not call to mind Chicago nor Illinois, but the process and handsome bottle design suggests that, well, executive concepts can be anywhere and still be a winner. I like that. Perfect. Oh, there's something about this right here that just brings so much joy. Salute. So good. Okay. It's just so delicious. I mean, it's so cold and crisp and dry. The juniper, like I said, is resinous and it's piney and it's beautifully mixing well with the vermouth. But the botanicals, the back end, the floral ones or the wildflowers that we don't really know what, they're actually playing beautifully with this vermouth and the olive brine. And the Regans is definitely tying everything all together. What would have been even better, but I'm out, would have been a lemon swatch, you know, like I usually do. But since I'm out, you know, salute, eh? So, price point. Koval, it can be pretty expensive. I've seen it out there anywhere from $45 down to $28. Now, depending on where you go, depending on where you live, I would not spend more than $35 on this gin. That being said, this gin is outstanding, and it's one of those products that we here in the States can, you know, showcase what we can do, and I love that about it. If you've been to Chicago or Illinois, or you're from the Midwest, like I was reading that little thing, it doesn't bring to mind this gin to that area of the world, but in my mind it does. In my mind, I could see the big metallic bean and, you know, the Sears Tower, which is now called what? I don't know. It's always the Sears Tower to me. You know what's great about this martini? That white pepper on the back end. It's definitely something a little different, but it's very, very well incorporated in a martini. So, what have we learned today? I think we learned that a bottle that is well designed, well packaged, can either bring great joy, sometimes great sadness, but in this case, this is a winner, any which way you want to slice it. So, from me to you to me, to everyone here in the States in the middle, from sea to shining sea, thanks so much for coming back and having another cocktail with me, Joe, GinJoe. We'll do it again on the flip side of this one, and you know what else? You bastards. Bye-bye now.
Hey there, kitties. Kitties, come on now. Play nice in the water. Yeah. Oh, hey, how you guys doing out there? Listen, you know, Chicago has, 2 teams named after us. You got the Bears and the Cubbies. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna subscribe. You're gonna subscribe and, have a horrible Chicago accent. All right, then.